Okay guys, so I really like to play a half butterfly guard instead of traditional butterfly guard. Okay, so we're just going to be going over the basic butterfly sweep from a half butterfly guard type position. Okay, so footwork for the half butterfly guard. I do not want this as a low hook on the lower part of his leg next to his knee. I actually want my shin glued to his hip bone because that's what I'm going to be using as control. So it's a lot less hook based as it really is me keeping my shin in the proper position on Alex's hip right here. So when I pull into position, I like to go cross collar. Maybe I'm grabbing the pant or the sleeve. I prefer the pant for the initial pull. I'm going to be pulling him in, and notice guys that my shin is right along the hip. I'm not keeping a low hook on this, okay? Because it's not my, people get confused. They think it's the hook that's doing everything. It's really me just using the hook to maintain my shin on his hip bone here, okay? So we're going to start off in this position. We're going to dig my underhook here. So I'm going to keep this pant grip, but I'm going to pop up onto my elbow and put my shoulder into his chest. So I pop up, shoulders touching his chest, okay? I should never be digging underhooks with my hand like this. I always want to be leading with my elbow. So shoulder to chest, and I'm going to use my elbow to dig and flare out. And then I'm going to reach for the belt. Once I get the belt, guys, I'm going to be pulling my elbow tight to my body because I want to keep this 90-degree angle that we're getting here, okay? I don't want to start to allow him to straighten up with me and take away my sweep. Once we're in position, guys, and I have both these things, I'm going to let go of the pant grip. I'm going to grab his sleeve here, and I'm going to tuck his wrist underneath my lat. So I'm going to pull, boom, and this is what allows me to start to get his shoulder to dip for the sweep. Now my bottom foot, the one that was keeping him in the half butterfly, is going to come out. It's going to go toes down, and then I'm going to start to lift with this. Now, the way that we're going to finish this sweep is not how you have to finish it all the time, but it's good drill for you guys to keep constant pressure on the hip bone. Because you see a lot of people, they'll try and use this hook to kind of flick them over for the sweep. If they have good hips and they rotate their hips quick, you're going to completely lose that sweep. Okay, so keeping his shoulder pointed towards the mat, I'm going to start to drive up onto these toes. So see how I've rotated my toes down towards the mat and keeping my foot on the hip? I'm going to drive all the way through Alec to finish the sweep and hop over to the other side. That'll force you guys to get into the habit of leaving this hook on that shin to finish the sweep. Because as long as you keep that there, even if he rotates his hips to try and beat your hook, he's not going to beat it. And then we're going to take side control off of it.